would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Get this one going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Dyer. Got the back over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you feel the quick timing.
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years.
There he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. handoff to the lone back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Finds his man. It's out.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On the run, it's Spears. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick completion on the out. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's got it on the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Hodges. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Running the red zone. It's Spears. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Stanford looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll give it on the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gives it on the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Creates a little room. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's so much fun watching this Auburn offense run the option with this quarterback. He's just so dangerous. Defenses don't know how to handle him. I mean, the days of turning around and handing off to Bo Jackson, man, those are gone.
He just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now they'll run it to the right here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Scanning the field, it's Hodges. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So here comes the Auburn offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football ball. But turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. To the ground with the back. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He makes the catch. Touchdown over! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Dropping back, it's Hodges. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
Hauls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Lost a throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Takes the easy completion. Brings into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback extends the play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's out. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Hodges. Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Making side adjustments here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they are going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Finds a tight end. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
To the air, it's Hodges. Looking down the middle. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spears. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. He strikes downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Hodges. Bringing the heat. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Stanford! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Here's the handoff.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Trying to pull his way in. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. They've got the screen set up. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Breaks into the open. Once he got some room, it was over. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the fumble.
Trying play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the gun.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man out of the backfield. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Oh, dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Spears.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that stand...